Yeah, I'm back. Sorry. So here we are trying to do the accounting of fixed assets. We have fixed assets, and there is something called as current assets. Current assets are those assets which can be converted into the cash within the period of a year. But if an asset is going beyond that, it is going to be a long term. Assets are like land, building, furniture. Then you can say vehicles, computers, etc. etc. So you should know certain things. All the long-term assets do have depreciation. Depreciation means loss in value. You buy a mobile today of $700, maybe if you are selling it tomorrow, it will be sold for 500 or something. So the value loss basically is what? Value loss is depreciation.
Agreed.
Okay. So this is what we are trying to cover, and this is what we are trying to do here. Certain things are going to come over here. First of all, a percentage rate we have to define by which asset will do. Now, assets are having that life is also important. Then there is something called as accumulated depreciation. Whatever value will be getting will be getting added to accumulated depreciation account. So that by the end of the life of an asset, the and all the values will be collected in depreciation for reporting or any other. If you want depreciation, you have posted, and so you can find that details in this particular thing, accumulated depreciation account. Okay, so there are certain stages. We will cover it in 2 to 3 phases. In the first phase, we'll design the basics. That is your chart of depreciation. Here we'll calculate book depreciation. Second, we'll define asset classes. Asset classes are basically the category names or the group names. Say you have electronics. So in electronics, you have computers, televisions, fridge, microwave, everything, almost mobiles. So that head name, I mean the group name is going to be your asset class. So if you think of asset class, you can take the categories like vehicle, land and building, etc. It is being designed with the help of 3 things. One is account determination. It helps you out in finding out the it facilitates connectivity with GL. So its job is fixed to do connectivity. Second thing is a screen layout tool. It will let you decide the field status of the asset. Then the thing is number range interval. It gives the number ranges to the assets. After this is done, we will go and define depreciation method. Under that, 3-4 things are going to come. First of all, base method. Second one is declining balance method. Third one, multi-level method, base method, declining balance, multi-level, then you have the base purified. Okay. period control method here. Period control method. Then finally we have cutoff value key. And finally depreciation method sequence. This is what we have to do in depreciation method. Then we'll see asset creation, and then finally we'll run transactions like buy, sell, transfer, etc. This is what going to be our schedule of action in this asset accounting class. It will be finished in roughly 2 to 3 classes. Let's see. Start with FPIO and SAP reference IMG. Go to financial accounting new. Under that you will find a separate menu option called as asset accounting. Open it. Go to asset accounting, lean implementation, organizational structure, and then copy reference chart of depreciation. We don't create it separately. We always copy it from the default formats. So click on execute. First of all, select copy reference chart of depreciation. After coming here, click on this copy option over the top. It will give you a small dialog box. Select the chart of depreciation from where you want to copy the details. You'll find a lot of options over here. All the values starting from 1 and 0 are default formats that's been given in the system. So you can find 0D, 0GV, anyone. Say 0D, Germany, and send it to T81. That is what your chart of depreciation account name. Take the similar name. Say number ranges, yes. Continue. 0D copy to T81. Continue. What? Now, a specified description. Okay. Go to position. Put T81. Right here. Showing maximum values in Germany. Delete it and put it as chart of depreciation T81. Call and put enter. Save it. So I have slightly changed the text. Go to copy delete depreciation area. Hello? Hello?
Sir, you can hear.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go to SAP IMG. Financial accounting new, asset accounting, lean implementation, org structure. Then you have copy option here. Third one is copy delete depreciation area. Open it. In the chart of depreciation to put T81. You will find a lot of entries, like here is showing 11. I need first one, book depreciation. Rest are not required by me. So simply I'll go for erasing them from here. You have different types of depreciation, cost balance sheet, you have book depreciation, but only the book depreciation is the one which post value to GL. So that is why we maintain book depreciation.
Okay.
Go back. Keep book depreciation only. Delete the rest. Now, you should go for assigning the chart of depreciation to the company code, but you cannot do it. If you go and do it right now, system will say company code data is incomplete. Try it. TAT1 we defined. Save it. It's saying it is incomplete. Why it is showing that? Basically, you have to do one more setting. Go to financial accounting global settings, new tax on sale purchase, and in the posting you will find assign tax codes for non-taxable transactions. So click on execute, go to position and put the company code as TAT1. In the input tax put V0 and the output tax put A0. Even if you have or not, doesn't matter. Simply type it and save. You'll be good. Okay, now you can do that. Close. If you don't do that particular step, it will not let you assign your chart of depreciation to the company code. TAT1, TAT1, and save it. Why? Because depreciations are already a loss to us, so we don't calculate tax on that. So that is why we consider those transactions as non-taxable.
Taxable. Okay.
Now close lean implementation. See, here also you have organizational structure, and here also. So after doing 3 steps, the one we did copy, change description, copy, delete, and then we did assign tax code for non-taxable transaction, and we have assigned that to the company code. After these 5 steps, close lean implementation. You don't need to go to lean implementation at all. Come to org structure in the open space. Do not go to this org structure. Right here, open it, and then here you have got asset classes. Asset classes. Here you have to do 3 things: account determination, screen layout rule, and number in interval. If you check, I have written the 3: account determination, screen layout, and number in. So first of all, specify account determination. New entry. Say TAT1. Say it as okay, TAT01. Say it as land and leave land building. Take vehicles and then say computers. We are defining 2 of the aspects. You can take more, but if you take more, the number of assignments and complexity will go to the next level.
Yeah.
So that is why I'm going with the limited options. Okay. So only 2 I'm taking. Then go to defining a screen layout rule. You don't have create option in a screen layout rule. So select any random entry, select it, and then copy. Rename it to TAT1, and on the right hand side, write down a screen layout for TAT1 and save it. So 2 things are done: a screen layout, and if you want to, you can create 2 screen layouts, one for vehicle, one for computers, but one is enough.
Okay.
So I have defined it in the company code name only. Now we have 2 assets, so 2 number ranges. Put the company code RL01. Change interval. Oh, sorry, not RL01. TAT1. Change interval. Okay, you have created how many? 2 assets. So you have to define at least 2 number ranges over here. How the number ranges to be defined? Similarly like GL 01, 17. Acha, no from number. Year is not required. Say 1000 to 1999 and create one more. Say it as 02, 2000 to 2999. Why we are giving this number? Our assets will be when created. They will be created in this area only. Just hang on a moment.
No, yeah.
Save it and go back. Finally, last one, define asset class. A class will consist of all the three things. Take a name, TAT01 maybe. You can take anything. It's up to you. You can take TAT1 also. Say it as the first one is vehicles. All right. So put vehicles. Copy the same name in the short text as well. All right. Give me 1 second here. Now, which account determination? We just created TAT01. So find out. Here it is, vehicle selected. Then after, you have to go to a screen layout rule. We have defined it in the same name, TAT1, put it, TAT1. A screen layout for TAT1. Base unit, put EA. EA stands for each. This base unit is unit of measurement. How do you want to measure it? So you will find EA, which means each. It's a dimension. Okay. And the number in interval, put 01. We have two, 01 and 02. So you may put any. Save it. Go back. Create one more. TAT02. Say it as computer. Hang on a moment. Number interval 02. Achha, sorry. See, it's working. I have typed it directly without selecting. Save it. So two asset classes are designed, TAT1 and TAT02, vehicle and computers. So for these two, we have to create certain accounts.
Okay.
Let's find out GLs to be created. However, there will be a setting called asset accounting. These are all the tree codes which runs in asset accounting. We have two assets, so two reconciliation accounts, two depreciation expense account, two accumulated depreciation. So it has become 2 to 4 plus 1, 5. Then one asset sale account 6, other income account like profit on asset sale 7, loss on asset sale 8, and loss on scrapping 9. So total 9 accounts we have to create.
Okay.
So basically go to the system, open a new window, go to FS00, start it. All the settings are written there. If you check series 2, balance sheet G067, it's a recon account for asset, two of them, asset and this reconciliation. How to find out which number you should take? Put 1 here, create, and try to select fixed assets. It will give you real number. It is what? 2100 to 2199. Cancel and cancel, say a no. Put 2100, click on create, and then after select it. Where it is, fixed asset, done. Balance in account, say it as asset vehicle. Control data, recon account for asset this time. Line item display 001, and then here in the field status put G0 and 67 and save it. Make it 2101 with template to 2100 P81. Just change the name from asset vehicle to asset computers. That's all. Asset I have included so that it will be easier to understand. Done. 2 accounts created. Then you have to put 1100 series. That is for accumulated depreciation. Here you go. This account is going to be very similar to what you have created in as an asset account. ACDB for accumulated depreciation. This is also a recon account for account type asset. Line item display 001. Create bank interest 0 and 67, then save it. Again 1101 with template to 1100. Just change the name from vehicles computers and save it. So 4 accounts are created. Which 4? 2 on this side and 2 on the ACDP side. Now sales, asset sale account and profit on asset sale. One is directly sales and one is other income. Alright. So say 3050. Make it very similar to your sales account 3000. And instead of sales, write down asset sales account and save it. Done. Say 3104 or 5. Make it similar to any account which is like this one. So we have a cash discount received account in the other income series. Write it down, gain on asset sales. Save it. Done. 2 incomes are created. Then after, check the last posted expense series. And that is 4007. So we can take it from 4008. First of all, loss on scrapping. Scrapping is what? You have got a phone and somehow it's been broken. So its value is 0. 0 means, scrapping means we are setting the value of a good as 0 and scrapping that. Means sending it to the scrap or to be scrapped.
Yeah.
So that is what called as scrapping. So let's create an account 4008 with template to 4000. It's because expense accounts are all the way same. Their name we have to manage best. Say it as asset scrapping account. Save it. 4009. In the name, say it as loss on asset sales. Save it. 4010 template to 4000 and say it as depreciation for what? Depreciation account. One is enough. If you want, you can take multiple, each asset wise, but one is enough for us. So total 9 accounts we have created. You may check the list. See, accumulated depreciation 2, asset 2, 3050 asset sale account, 3104 gain on asset sale. Come down 9, 10, and 8. These 3. Very next step is account assignment. Let's find out. This was asset class. Close it. Close it properly. And then you will find here integration with general ledger. And here you go, assign GL account. This is called AO90. A090. See here at the bottom line. Check the circle. A090, not 0. Select your chart of depreciation and double click on account determination. If you remember, I have told you account determination facilitates the GL connectivity. So from here, come down to position, put T8001 right here, select, and double click on balance sheet accounts. In the acquisition and production cost or the balance sheet account, write down the asset account. That is what 2100. See, you can keep confirming by hitting enter side by side. Asset vehicle. This is for vehicle. So right account we have given. Come down. In the retirement account assignment, first one, loss made on asset retirement without revenue. So where revenue doesn't come in scrapping. So 4008. Clearing account from revenue. So 3050 asset sales account. Gain from asset sales 3104. Loss on asset sale 4009. I'm typing it since I remember it. What do you have to do? You have to open it like this, and then select the right entry. What is that? 4008. Check it out. Here it is.
Okay.
Double click and you will be good. Okay. Check it out once again. Loss made on asset retirement, scrapping account. Clearing account revenue from asset sale 3050, gain from asset sale 3104, and loss on asset sale 4009. Loss on asset sales. Save it. Then go to account data. Acha, one more thing. Depreciation tab now. Double click. Here put accumulated depreciation account and here put the expense account. Check out ACDP vehicle, or here you go, depreciation account. Now double click on account determination. Select the other one, computers. First of all, balance sheet accounts. Make it 2101. These accounts are all the way going to be same. No changes in case of these four. Scrapping, asset sale, gain on asset sale, and loss on asset sale. Here also 1101. And it will remain 4010 itself. Save it. Assignment is done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Check the syllabus. We are done up to this much. Okay. Let's move on to the depreciation tab. Okay. Give me a break. 2 minutes, huh?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Sitting from last 2 hours.
Yeah, hi.
Venkat?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's go and define the depreciation methods. 5 total methods are there. What we need to do. When you create these 4 or 5 methods, then only a depreciation key will be made. This is called depreciation key. So let's start from the top. Base method. All right. You can now come down to depreciation tab. Here, valuation method, dep key, calculation methods, and then first of all, Amjad is not there. He left.
Yeah, maybe.
Acha, I will join. Define base method. You don't have to create a new entry over here. There is a given entry 0014. Let me make it organized. Joined. Anirudh, you can hear me? Hello, Anirudh.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So we are now headed up to depreciation key, calculation method, and base method first. Click on execute on base method. We don't have to create a new entry over here. We'll use 14. What does this mean? Explicit percentage after the end of the life. Sometimes what happens, we calculate the age of our asset to be 2 years, but the value remains even after 2 years. So that is why basically we are keeping this one until there is a single penny in the asset. It will keep on depreciating that. Second one is declining balance method. Nowadays, a new method of depreciation is trending. That's called as declining balance method. Now, percentage rates are generally not being used in all the countries. So basically, what happens in that case, you set a declining factor and a maximum and a minimum percentage that you can calculate. Like just in case of you do in case of trading market, share trading market, maximum bracket, minimum bracket, and all that. So we don't have to do that because our rate is going to be percentage rate only. So we are not calculating any rate, any declining factor, any max or min percent. We are keeping it blank. We are leaving it to the depreciation method, how much percentage it is going to deduct. So we'll use 0, 0, 0, 0, 1 means. Now come down to multi-level method. Here we have to define the percentage rate. On vehicles, we have a 40% of depreciation, and on computers, we have 50% of depreciation. So we have to define those two keys. So go to new entries. Maybe put T01. Say it as depreciation at the rate of how much percent? 40%. Validity start should be a start of ordinary depreciation. Click on levels, hit new entries. Acquisition year, when you can acquire this asset, any time up to 9999. How much years it is going to be valid? Say 999 years. We are setting it to unlimited. Period in which you can buy or sell can be anything between 0 to 365 days, any day. In the base value, you have to select. If now I'm going to explain something. There are two methods of depreciation. One is called as straight line method, and the other one is declining balance method. A straight line refers to a situation when your asset is having 1000 in itself and 10% depreciation is allowed. So every year it is going to depreciate how much? 10% out of the total value. So 100 will be depreciated every year, and in 10 years it is going to be 0, right? If you're deducting 10%, so 10 into 10, that's 10 years. In 10 years the value will become 0. This is called as a straight line because its base value doesn't change. Its price is set to how much? 1000 only every time. But that is not the real situation. What happens in declining balance? Initially your asset was having value 1000 and you are deducting a percentage of 10. Is the depreciation. After deducting it, 900 will be remaining out of 1000, right? Then 1000, sorry, not 1000. The next time your base value will be changed to 900, and 10% means 90. So it will become how much? 810. Next time 810, 10%. So 81, and then deduct it.
29. 729.
Yeah, 729 and so. This is the actual and exact method of calculating depreciation. In the above case, that is a straight line. The base doesn't change, base remains the same.
Yeah.
That is why this is an unrealistic method right now. The company is using now declining balance because it gives more value to your asset and it basically depreciates slower. In the current case, in the above case, you see it is going to be ended by 10 years, but this if you select so if you have bought in 1000, every year it will become how much? 1000 only. So that is what? A straight line. And if you select net book value 24, that is what we are going to select. 24 means after deducting the depreciation, whatever the remaining value, this is the net book value of the asset. So it will be changing time to time. So this is how this particular scenario is going to take place, whatever it is. Okay, so we'll select what? 24 and how much percent? 40%, and save it. Your first method has been created. Come back to multi-level method, hit a new entry, put D02, say it as depreciation at the rate of 50%. Second option from ordinary depreciation start date, go to levels, new entries, 9999, 999, we base is 24, percentage is 60, and save it. So two methods has been created. Now go to period control method. I'll give you a format. Just follow that. Create new entry. In the method name, put 006 because up to 5 is already created.
Yeah.
Up to 5 is already created. So we'll take the next one. If you want to, you can define the name of TAT also. Keep it 01, 06, better stick 006 on 06 and 06. Why we have taken that? Here we are going to put 01, 06, 06, 06. Like this. What does that mean? Acquisition is the first head. It is saying when you can acquire an asset. So my settings are saying throughout a rate at period start date. Whatever is the start date, from where it is going to be start depreciating. When you can add more assets, it is saying 6, means at the start of the year. When you can retire the asset at the start of the year, and when you can transfer the asset at the start of the year. We are giving this setting for the sake of the system because system wants that setting to be there, but it is not going to be followed generally. Think of a situation, you are getting good value of your asset today. So will you wait for the next year to get started? Obviously not. Whenever our asset is going in the good value, we will sell that or transfer that or buy that. So these rules are not really going to be taken care of, but still for the sake of setting we are giving it. Now go to further settings here, and there is something called as defined cutoff value key. What happens in a set if your asset value is 1000? Generally, different countries used to set a minimum value after which asset is not going to be depreciated any further. That setting is called as cutoff value key. A cutoff value key is an option like if it is set to 1000 and you set a 10% of cutoff value key, means 100 will be retained as a scrap value. Means in that value, even if you sell that asset in a scrap, it will be sold. Okay, just give me a moment. So that is called as cutoff value key, or the minimum scrap value after which it is not going to be depreciated anymore. So hit a new entry, put TAT from ordinary depreciation start date. Go to levels. It will give you warnings at the bottom. Choose key from allowed namespace. Ignore that by hitting enter. Then hit new entries, valid to 9999, put 999, month valid, leave it, and here put 10%. Again, warning will come. Ignore that. So we have defined a cutoff value key in the name of TAT. Here write down a scrap value 10%. Save it. Go back. Now finally, all the entries are there. If you check base method, we saw declining balance, multi-level, period control, cutoff value key. Now these 4 are there, 5 are there, so we can go for defining a depreciation key. Come to maintain depreciation key, last tab. New entry, put T01, say it as depreciation at the rate of how much? 40%. In the cutoff value key, select TAT. Here you go. Period control according to fiscal year and depreciation to the day. System calculates 1 day depreciation. I'll tell you how. If the value of the asset is 1000 and 10% depreciation is planned, means 100 is the depreciation for the whole year. Now system divide that by 365 and this is how it gets 1 month depreciation. 1 day depreciation. Now if you are in January having 31 days, so 8.49 is the depreciation for the month. If a month is having 30 days, so 8.21 will be the depreciation. This is how system depreciates on daily basis.
Yeah.
Now double click on assignment of calculation methods. Hit new entries here. Dep type, select ordinary depreciation. Phase from startup depreciation. In the base method, select 14, the one I was showing you earlier. Explicit percentage after the end of the life. Declining balance. We are not selecting any declining factor, so 0, 0, 0. In the period control method, select 6. This is the one we have defined. And the multi-level method we have designed T01. Scroll down. This is 40%, right? Vehicle. In the class, select no straight line, declining balance. And simply save it. Your depreciation method is ready. Double click on dep key. Next entry. Maintain T02. Instead of 40, put it how much? 50. Cutoff value key TAT. Period control according to fiscal year. Depreciation to the day. Assignment of calculation methods. New entry. Ordinary depreciation. Start of depreciation. Base method 0014. Declining balance. Period control. Multi-level would be T02. And it is going to be declining balance depreciation and save it. Saved. Come back. By default, when you create a depreciation method, it will be in the inactive status. So you have to activate it. How? Select the 2 entries we have created, and from above, click on the. One more time, go back. Find out. It will be at the bottom line. It's selected here. Inactive mode. Migrated means not applicable for our chart of depreciation. Inactive, not active. So click on select. After selecting, click on activate, and these 2 will be activated. All right. So
Okay.
this much of parts are done. Whatever is remaining, we'll finish it tomorrow. We'll finish the topic tomorrow by doing what is remaining: asset creation, buying, retirement, transfer, scrapping, depreciation, calculation, and all. So most of the things, important thing we did already. Certain more details needs to be defined. We'll do that tomorrow. It would be good if you maintain it side by side. It's even if you are lacking in some previous practice, keep it there. Leave that over there only, and do this one.
Yeah.
Okay. All for the day. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.
Yeah, bye.
Thank you.